All right, Jessica, I'm Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Okay, I'm here to help you buy a car. Now, I understand from Terrence that 680 isn't going to get it done. Okay, I'm going to ask. I need to ask you a question, Jessica. You can make the $680 a month payment, correct? You just don't want to.
You're right, I don't want to.
Okay. Don't blame you. Don't blame you. We run into this every single day. Automobile prices have never been higher. Interest rates are creeping up. And you put those two things together and payments are getting higher and higher and higher. People are leaving this office, this dealership, with the highest payments that they've ever had. However, there is some good news here. The way vehicles depreciate, it's slowed way down. They've actually appreciated over the last couple years. Now, I can't predict it. I can't say that they will continue that, but here's what I do know. The vehicle you're buying is going to hold its value better than any vehicle that you have ever owned. So, let's look at it this way. Let's look at it two ways. One, what it cost you to drive, and two, what it cost you to own. All right? It's a $26,000 vehicle. The payment is $680 a month at 60 months. That's what you're going to pay to own it. Okay? But that's not what you're going to pay to drive it. Let me explain. Everybody knows vehicles will depreciate. We don't know by how much, but it will depreciate. We do know that it'll depreciate at a slower pace than it ever has. That's the good news. Okay? And any vehicle that you have, the vehicle you just got rid of, or the vehicle you're trading in, is worth way more than it will. I'll give you this sheet too. Okay? So even though you're paying MSRP plus, now whatever you were driving, you got 30% more than it would have been worth last year, so that pretty much wipes that out. But let's get back to the task at hand. You don't want to pay $680 a month, okay? And you're not going to pay that to drive it, even though you will pay $680 to own it. You're going to send that check to a lender. Jessica, you know the lender doesn't keep all that money. You get part of that money back. Okay? Now, we're speaking metaphorically. It's not like the lender's going to cut you a check. But when you make the 60th payment, what comes back to you in the mail?
A title.
And it's a really cool title because it's got one name on it, and it's your name. Now, the question I have for you, this $26,000 vehicle, if you drive it like you intend on driving it, don't do anything special, but you don't crash it, don't trash it, what do you think it'll be worth in 5 years?
Maybe 10 grand.
Maybe $10,000. Okay, I think that's very, very conservative.
Have you seen my trade?
So if we take that $10,000 and we divide it by the term of the loan, which is 60 months, we get $167. Do you know what that 167 represents, Jessica?
What's it represent, Steve?
Well, remember, you're going to send 680 to the lender. On the way to the lender, 167 comes right back to you because it's literally building value. It's called cash value. You're not old enough to remember to even, well, maybe you do. Do you have a whole life insurance policy by any chance?
No.
Okay. There's two types of life insurance, term and whole life. I've got term, which means my policy is worthless to anybody unless I'm dead. And then once I'm dead, it doesn't matter what, not worth anything to me because I'm dead. But the beneficiaries get money. A whole life policy, every time you make a premium payment, you're building cash value. You don't have to die to have that policy pay off. You can cash it in, you can borrow against it. Well, you're building cash value in your vehicle every time you make a monthly payment. So yeah, you're going to pay $680, but 167 of it at a minimum, because that's a very, very conservative number, 167 of it is going right back to you, which means you're paying $413 a month to drive the vehicle. You're not paying $680 a month. Or is that $513? It's $513, okay? Now, a payment of $513 sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Now, are you going to still write a check for $680? Yes, you are. But you don't have to, you're not going to get to write any check unless you say okay right there.
I'm not paying over $600 a month.
Okay. Then we made a mistake. And when I say we, it's really me. I made the mistake. When we talked earlier, you told me what your previous payment was. I told you that the average car payment goes up $125 every time someone trades. All right? So I thought we had you in the right area.
Well, I thought so too, because I told you that my current payment was $475 and I couldn't do any more than $600.
Well, you know, this wasn't my fault. This was that moron Terrence's fault.
You know, I've worked with him twice before, and Terrence is a great guy. I don't know who you are.
Terrence helped you pick out the wrong car. Okay?
Okay, so what is
It's
the
not my
amount?
manager fighting for
So can we get you a EcoSport for $600 a month? Yeah, we
No,
can.
I want this one.
If you want this one, you got two choices then. Put down an additional $4,000 or let us show you the extended terms.
Well, what's the interest rate on the payment that you're showing me now?
The interest rate we will not know until we take a credit application and submit it to the lenders.
Well, I'll wait till then.
Okay, well, let's take the credit application then.
Okay, great.
Okay, well, that's where I'd go right there.
Okay.
Okay? All right, you're a good customer. You know, when we're role playing, I want these to be as real as we can
Yeah.
possibly get them.
These are things that my customers have said to me. Interest rate out the gate sometimes. Well, what's the
Well, I think if you think interest rate has been important in the past, watch what happens over the next couple months.
Oh, I know.
Interest rates are going to become more and more important to the customers. Okay?